Right now, there are submarines silently gliding thousands of feet below the ocean surface, invisible to everyone above. Some will stay underwater for months without surfacing. But how do these metal tubes survive the crushing pressure of the deep ocean? How do they breathe? And how do they stay hidden from enemies trying to find them? Let's dive in.
First, the diving trick. Submarines use massive ballast tanks built into their hull. When a sub wants to dive, these tanks flood with seawater, making the submarine heavier than the water around it, so it sinks. Simple physics. But here's the clever part. To surface, they don't pump the water out. That would require too much power. Instead, they blow high-pressure compressed air into the tanks, forcing the water out. The submarine becomes lighter than the surrounding water and rises. It's basically a giant controlled sinking and floating machine. Modern submarines can dive to crushing depths. The deepest military subs can reach 600 meters. That's over 2,000 feet down, where the pressure is 60 times stronger than at the surface. At that depth, every square inch of the hull is being squeezed by over 850 pounds of force. One tiny crack, and the ocean would crush the entire submarine in seconds.
So, how do nuclear submarines stay underwater for months? The secret is nuclear power. These subs have a nuclear reactor on board, the same technology used in nuclear power plants, just miniaturized and hardened for underwater use. Here's how it works. The reactor heats water to create steam. That steam spins turbines that generate electricity and power the propeller. The beauty of nuclear power? It doesn't need oxygen to burn fuel like diesel engines do. A nuclear sub can operate at full power for 25 years without refueling. The USS Virginia-class submarines, America's newest attack subs, can stay submerged for 3 months, limited only by food supplies and crew morale. The reactor never needs to surface. It produces unlimited electricity for life support, propulsion, weapon systems, and even makes fresh water by desalinating seawater. Compare that to diesel submarines, which can only stay underwater for days before they need to surface or snorkel to recharge their batteries. Nuclear subs? They're basically cities that never need to come up for air.
But the most important technology? Silence. Modern submarines are literally quieter than the ocean around them, and that's insanely hard to achieve. Enemy ships hunt submarines using sonar, sound waves that bounce off objects underwater. So submarines are covered in anechoic tiles, special rubber coatings with thousands of tiny holes that absorb sound instead of reflecting it. It's like acoustic camouflage. The newest submarines use pump jet propulsion instead of traditional propellers. A pump jet has no exposed blades. The propeller is enclosed inside a duct. This eliminates cavitation, those tiny bubbles that propellers create that make noise. Some modern subs are so quiet that at low speeds, they're virtually undetectable, even to the most advanced sonar systems. Crews are trained to move silently. No running, no dropping tools. Even the galley equipment is designed to minimize noise. During silent running, the entire submarine becomes a ghost. And with new fiber-optic sonar arrays that can detect the tiniest vibrations, the quietest submarine wins the underwater battle.
In 2026, submarine technology is reaching sci-fi levels. The U.S. Navy's Virginia Block V submarines now have a Virginia payload module, an extra 84-foot section inserted into the hull that carries 28 additional Tomahawk cruise missiles. That's 40 Tomahawks total, plus torpedoes. These subs can strike targets 1,000 miles inland without ever surfacing. Japan's newest Taige-class submarines use fiber-optic sonar arrays that are exponentially more sensitive than older systems. South Korea is developing rim-driven propulsion systems with no central hub, reducing noise even further.
China just launched their Type 095 nuclear attack submarines with vertical launch systems for long-range missiles, challenging U.S. undersea dominance for the first time. And Sweden's A-26 submarine is being called the world's first fifth-generation submarine with AI-assisted combat systems and multi-domain signature management. The future? Autonomous underwater vehicles working alongside crewed subs, AI analyzing sonar data in real time, and even magnetic signature reduction to avoid detection by aircraft. The underwater arms race in 2026 is advancing faster than ever.
From crushing depths to nuclear reactors to silent running, submarines are some of the most advanced machines humans have ever built. And the scariest part? The best ones are designed to never be seen or heard. Drop a comment if you learned something new, and subscribe for more tech breakdowns.